America's greatest investigative reporter. And now, he's back.
Any mail for me?
Fletch lives. He's a master of disguise.
Elmer Gantry, Elmer Bud Gantry. This house is obviously infested with reticularis varicose.
Well, what's that?
That's what?
And a dedicated professional.
I quit. Rumor has it that you have inherited a sizable piece of property.
Mr. Fletcher?
Mark, you know, what can I do for you?
There's been a murder.
Was she feeling all right last night? Felt great to me.
And Fletch is the prime suspect.
You feel like making a statement? That's not what your country can do for you. That's what you can do for your country.
He's willing to try anything.
That's great.
Risk everything.
Bend over. Ben, nice to meet you. Victor Hugo.
And stop at nothing.
Hold on tight.
Chevy Chase. Fletch lives.
This is Chip Roach, and I am back from vacation, and here we are. We are starting with a comedy. Fletch Lives. Aren't we happy about that? So I will review this movie from 1989 right after this.
You left him for dead in Konami's Castlevania. How foolish to presume he'd perish without leaving a curse. For now, in Simon's quest for Nintendo, fate stalks your very being, and you'll need more than clues from cowardly villagers to survive when day turns into night. But just keep telling yourself it's only a video game. It's only a... Huh?
Well, this was a nice commercial to kick off for the Halloween season, as pretzels are hitting my floor, and well, somebody's playing with it, so I don't know which one yet. So probably the cat. So anyway, so this was Castlevania. I believe this was the second one. This was the commercial in 1986. And that was a very popular game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So I figured, since I'm doing an 80s movie, let's do an 80s commercial.
He skipped the Fletch over for the twist tie.
Oh, he went back for the twist tie that will land up in his water bowl later, I promise you that. So like I said, this was a very popular game, and since we're slowly getting into the Halloween season, yeah, it'll be here before we know it. So this is kind of a fitting commercial. So moving on to Fletch Lives, and like I said, this came out in the great movie year of 1989, and there were several good movies that came out then. The 89 Batman definitely comes to mind, and then there was also a couple others as well. Christmas Vacation came out that year, and I believe we actually just did a movie that came out in 1989. I'm just trying to remember what it was. Well, so movies that came out in 89, I guess Batman was the number one movie, but then we had Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. There was When Harry Met Sally, The Little Mermaid. Yeah, that's obviously not one of my favorites, but that was obviously a huge movie that came out that year. And there were a couple, I think Honey, I Shrunk the Kids also came out in 89. So, oh yes, Ernest Scared Stupid. I know that is one of your favorites. So I'm trying to think of something else that did come out in 89 that I am missing here. But, oh yes, Uncle Buck, and also, like I said, Christmas Vacation. So this was a great year of 1989 movies. So, nah, I'm not hungry anymore. So Fletch Lives. This, of course, stars Chevy Chase as Fletch. Oh, poor Chevy. Oh, that man needs an introduction. According to my brother, he's looking rough these days. I don't know how true that is, but he made a cameo appearance in the new Vacation movie, so I will start with that. Why, I don't know. He was in Foul Play. He was in National Lampoon's Vacation, European Vacation, Christmas Vacation, and Vegas Vacation. He was in Cops and Robertsons. He was in Fletch. He was in Funny Farm. He was in Caddyshack. Caddyshack Part 2. You're just going to keep shaking your head? Man of the House, Seems Like Old Times, Saturday Night Live.
How about you name something I actually know him? Maybe I'll shake my head the other way.
I don't think you would have seen him in anything.
Exactly.
So you made me go through that whole list and
Yeah, I go
just
through it anyways.
just to say that you don't know anything he was in?
I do it every time you go through a list of people.
All right. So here he is playing Fletch, and then I'm going to actually run down to his boss, Richard Libertini, who plays Frank. I actually saw him, I believe, in Lethal Weapon 4 as a rabbi. And then we also have Hal Helbrook, who was in several movies. And one of them that comes to mind is definitely Wall Street and All the President's Men. I know you didn't see any of those. So he plays Ham Johnson in this. And then we have R. Lee Ermey. And we know him from Mail Call, Full Metal Jacket, The Naked Gun 3 1/3. And he plays Jimmy Lee Farnsworth in this. And he is a Benny Hinn type of healing-powered minister guy. So he's in this. Randall Tex Cobb plays Ben Dover, and he was in The Naked Gun 3 1/3 and also Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. And then we have Julianne Phillips, who plays Becky Culpepper, who is a real estate agent, and you're just going to munch on that pretzel there. No, he's fine. Yeah, he's good. He's just going to just go on the other side. And then we have... and Richard Belzer, who plays Phil, is also in this. And we know him as Munch from Law and Order SVU. So the story here is Fletch, of course, is a investigative reporter. He has several disguises. His boss Frank is going over to his desk, tells him to take a call, and he just randomly says that he's quitting because he inherits a huge mansion, which is pretty much which is an old plantation. So he gets this huge mansion. He thinks there's going to be people living on his property. He's going to be rich, and he might be in for a rude awakening. So Frank walks by, and like I said, he quits his job. And he does it, of course, in a Fletch type of way, which is a lot of wise little remarks at his boss. So he inherits this, and then he runs into a little bit of some hiccups along the way. The girl that he has fun with ends up dying. He's the prime murder suspect in this little murder case here. So there's a lot of interesting things along the way, and he, being a investigative reporter, he also likes to play detective. So he does his job in a different type of way. So you get to see all the little disguises that he uses, which are very, very amusing. You get to hear his wisecracks at cops. And you get to see him with a interesting little inmate in jail. So we get to see all that stuff, and I'll let you know if this movie does surpass the first one or not, or if it's garbage or if it is a classic. So I will now show the first clip of him with his boss in just a second.
Take your order, please.
Mr. Owen Fletcher, this is Amanda Red Ross. I represented your Aunt Belle Fletcher.
Good old Aunt Belle. How the hell is she?
She's deceased, Mr. Fletcher.
Oh, I guess she could be better.
You're a hard man to find.
I was touring with the Stones. What can I do for you?
Did you get my message?
No.
I'm the executor of your aunt's will, and as such, I can inform you you are the major beneficiary of your aunt's estate, Belle Isle.
This expense. $58 for leg waxing. That's bullshit.
So this is Universal. So this is one of these fun police companies. So I have to keep these to 6 seconds, or maybe go over just a little bit. So unfortunately, I have to do this scene in parts. So he is with this lady that's telling him about the estate. So I will do the other part now, where he actually tells his boss that he quits and gives him some wise remarks along the way. I do like this part right off the bat here, how he is pretty much has these little wise remarks to this lawyer that he's talking to on the phone. So I will show the rest of the final clip here with his boss, and I love the little typewriter in the background there. They weren't really I guess he did not like the computer idea yet. So I will show the next clip in just a second.
Can't we just at least return some of these things? Now, what about the lingerie?
I ate it.
Let's be serious for just 1 minute, okay?
I quit. You're not unreasonable about
Legitimate expenses. Now, on the sewer story...
I quit, Frank.
Yeah, on the sewer story, I'm going to advance you for the hip boost and the wetsuit.
Frank, I'm really good.
Let's look.
Well, maybe that's an overstatement. Treat this as good news. You can always write my Jane Doe column.
You're not going to quit. Now, I'll tell you what.
Why?
You have journalistic integrity. Yeah.
So just out of the blue there, he tells his boss that he quits. He is really thinking that this mansion is going to be something of beauty. So he says, pack up my personal belongings and send them to my mansion in Louisiana. So he's very proud of this new mansion. And I noticed that he's getting this mansion, but he didn't say it over and over and over again like a nincompoop. But now we get to see what this thing looks like. And it is a thing of beauty. So I will show you what it looks like in just a second.
Oh my God, are you all right?
I be Fletch. Geometry Fletch. She be Miss Trigonometry Ross.
Oh, please, damn sure.
You ever hear of the Emancipation Proclamation?
Well, this was Bob Vila was supposed to do this, and this little mansion here looks just like Camp Sagamore. So it doesn't look very good, but I look as that as a nice place of potential. He is sort of looking at it as a pile of dookie. So it looks like a portable toilet in his mind. So he does meet calculus along the way, and he is kind of the guy that does work on the property. So now he gets to have a little bit of fun with his attorney. Nobody gets to have fun with his attorney except for Fletch. So Fletch has a nice little, he has some wine, dinner, and some nice recreational activity afterwards. Let's see how the morning goes. So I will show that in just a second.
Amanda, want to drive me to Belle Isle? It's not.
It's good, but not that good.
Well, this is how people want to see most attorneys. So she is so I guess she looks kind of like Mr. Freeze. So she is pretty much she's really sleeping in. So obviously he's not taking her with him at all, and he makes a little remark about it. So this is Chevy Chase at his best, not really showing a whole lot of emotion when somebody is kind of just dead in his bed there. There's no scream or anything like that. It's just pretty much, I guess you're not coming with me. So now he's with the good old police officers of Louisiana, and let's see how that goes. This is definitely one of my favorite parts of the movie, so I will show that clip in just a second.
What's your relationship to Amanda Ray? She was my attorney. She was working on my briefs.
You come into town, you all just hit it off.
So to speak.
Sparks just flew, that's what you're going to tell me. Wonder why things like that never happen to me. Were you all using some drugs you brought in from California by any chance?
Wait, did you record?
Just some Beaujolais.
Beaujolais.
Pretty popular drug made from grapes.
You feel like making a statement?
Statement? Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
I guess you just want to make it hard on everybody.
So this is, unfortunately, to be another two-parter. This went a little bit longer than I thought.
If this is even a one-parter, that might get cut.
Hopefully it does not. So, so this part here is with Officer Dummy Pants, and he's what? And he's questioning him, and Fletch is sort of giving him the business. I love the part about the wine. Saying, "Are you bringing any drugs from California?" And then and I don't think that cop knows what what Beaujolais is, and it obviously shows when he says drugs popular made from grapes, which was pretty amusing. So I wonder how much of these lines Chevy Chase actually made for himself. Um, so so moving on, I do have to show the other part of this because it does go a little bit further, and then the part with the jail is absolutely terrific as well. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Yo, come.
All of us?
Just you.
What's the charge?
Pissing me off.
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
That's it. You're cleaner than most of the ones we get around here. You smell nice. I expect you'll be popular.
You realize you have to read me my rights. Or at least find someone who can read to do it for you.
Well, this is the end of the little cop scene here. So I do like the little is that a felony or misdemeanor? So I do like the last comment he made at the cop, and then he doesn't stop when he gets to the jail. So now he gets to meet a little interesting character here. It was probably a clown from the carnival. And this guy probably complains about, he looks like one of those whiners that have endless supplies of Pokemon cards and thinks it's an investment. So, let's see how he does with this inmate. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Take your pants off.
I don't even know your name.
Bend over.
Ben? Nice to meet you, Victor Hugo. You wouldn't happen to have a middle name, would you? Everybody else around here is supposed to. What are you in for, Ben?
Molesting a dead horse.
Oh.
Well, there's a part with the little jail here. So obviously he makes a friend, and I guess his name is Ben Dover. So
I don't think that's what his name is.
well that's a character name they gave him when on IMDb. So anyways, I do like the look on Fletch's face when he tells him to take his pants off. He didn't look too happy, and then he tried to get away from him any way he could, but he was saved by Ham Johnson. So he is talking to him about getting rid of his property for a decent amount of money. So now he gets to meet the real estate agent that is letting him know that they are interested. So we get to see her in just a second.
I have heard that there is a party interested in acquiring the property. A substantial offer.
How substantial?
$250,000.
I don't know. I have big plans for this place. Mini mall with a yogurt bar and a tanning parlor.
Well, this is the little part here with the real estate agent. I know this part wasn't really that funny, but I had to show it anyways because it's an important part of the movie. So apparently that, I guess they are looking to buy for $250,000 in 1989. This may have been all right, but yeah, I would have thought it would have been a little bit more as well. So, so now we get to see one of his disguises as an exterminator. And he's having fun with a security guard that has eaten way too many Krispy Kreme donuts. So I will show that clip in just a second.
In your ear. What? That's all right. You know, better get that. Can't let that nest in there. They multiply by masturbation. Okay, the only way to get that out is to get as close to the floor as you can. Go on down to the floor. That's right. They're drawn to the floorboards. Now shake your head like you're trying to get the water out of your ear. That's good. Hit it no harder. No, this side. It's on this side. That's right. Now make that scream. That'll draw out. Feel like a pig. A little higher. After my close call with Miss Piggy, I couldn't wait to get home. My head was filled with decorating ideas.
So so this is one of his disguises as a exterminate her. Sorry about that. I almost had the hiccups again. So this always happens after I finish eating and then do a video. So he made Miss Piggy here kind of squeal like a pig and act like an idiot. So Donut Boy here thinks he has a flesh-eating termite in his ear. So obviously there's no such thing, but I guess you can get away with this in Louisiana. So we did skip ahead a little bit. He did see that Farnsworth scam artist, who is sort of like a Benny Hinn, but don't worry, we do get to see one of my favorite parts coming up. So his place did get burned down. So somebody really does want his property. So now he just has to figure out who it is. So he's now he's using a different disguise to go to this wonderful Farnsworth TV palace here, and he gets to see what the little secret is. He has an earbud man that is feeding him information, so now he's going to disguise himself as one of those people. So now he's got a headset on, a microphone, and he is ready to do business. So I will show that clip in just a second.
I hadn't anticipated. A second suspect. Becky's client was not the ministry, but some secret entity called Everest Development. She never knew who they were. Becky was a good girl and wouldn't have to be spanked. Damn it.
Who's going to be the next one to get the call? Who's going to be the next one saved? Who's going to be the next...
T-Boo Ted Marshall.
T-Boo Ted Marshall. Are you...
Ted is a compulsive gambler.
T-Boo Ted, the first thing you gotta do is expose that problem. Excuse me? If you can't expose that problem, at least to your family, it grows, and becomes an even bigger problem. That's true.
He's been a compulsive gambler for 20 years.
Because you've had this affliction for more than 20 years, I think you should expose that problem to us, right here, tonight. I want you to do it. The good Lord wants you to do it. You really think so? I know so. Well, if you say so.
Well, this is one of my favorite parts here, where he did expose his little problem to the crowd. So I did obviously very much enjoy this part. This is actually a very good comedy. I know that somebody will disagree with me across the room, but it actually very...
How many times did you hear me laugh?
For whatever reason, you're not laughing at all, but I don't understand why. I think this part here was very, very creative. It was very, very funny, and Chevy Chase is pulling this off. I don't know if an actor could do this today. I really wish that I hope they do not remake the Fletch movies. These are movies they should just leave to the professionals. So now after Skip is moving around, because this part did actually excite him as well. So it's not. So I did like how, because I believe they're making fun of Benny Hinn, and yes, there's a couple other people that do this fake healing. Sorry if somebody actually believes that, but it's true. These guys are definitely scam artists, and I do like how they do have this in the movie. So he makes him look like a fool again, but again, we can only do this for 6 seconds. So the realtor has a very shady client, and he wants she wants Fletch to go undercover again. So he's going into a biker bar, and he's got kind of a nerdy thing going on here. So this is pretty much like if Bill Gates walked into a Hell's Angels bar. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Can I have a soda, please? Diet Pepsi or Tab? Name's Ed. Ed Harley.
Yeah. Are you sure you're in the right place?
I think so.
Think so.
Well, Skipper remembers this part because he got a nice coffee shower after I pretty much spit. Well, yeah, I kind of laughed when he was on my lap and I spat coffee all over him.
It better not been hot.
It wasn't that hot, but his fur absorbed most of it anyways. So I do apologize for that. It was maybe slightly hot coffee. I don't really know for sure. But this
When did this happen?
years ago,
Before I met you?
way before. So
Skipper, you should fight him.
So I watched this movie way before that the two of us met, but I've obviously watched it since then. But the first time I've watched this in years, I forgot about this part here in the bar, and I forgot about the soda part. And yes, I did laugh really hard, and I may have burned my dog by accident. So it was a slight mistake. And he woke up and then just went right off my lap. So, yeah, that didn't last long. And now he's safely over there, just in case we had the same thing happen.
Coffee, so.
No, but I was drinking water, and being cold is much worse than being hot. So yeah.
Not when you spill it on somebody.
Well, I didn't spill it. I just spat it on
Now
him.
when you spat it on somebody.
Again, it was an accident. So,
Yeah.
hey, if we could forgive Tiger Woods for getting into accidents, you could forgive me. Action. So yes, I thought this part was pretty much amusing. So now to finish up this scene, obviously he's got a fake mustache, and he might have a little. There's a slight wardrobe malfunction, and no, it is not a Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction. This is actually amusing. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Hey, your mustache looks funny.
Hey, look at that. Came off. Open it first.
So here's a little comedy action scene here. So his mustache does fall off. So then they manage to somehow go through a train. I do like how the other little bikes end up falling down, and those bikers are going to be very upset tomorrow morning. So now Frank does call Fletch back. Apparently now that I guess his house is destroyed, there's no mansion. So he figures, I'll go back to work. So Frank is going to call him with some interesting little news here. I do like the whole comedy and crime story put together. It does make it interesting, and they definitely do not make movies like this today. So I will show that in just a second.
Fletch, jogging in the love canal. What do you mean toxic waste?
Well, it's some special stuff. There's only 11 places in the country to make this shit.
Where? Frank?
There's only one. Yazoo, Mississippi.
I want to thank you for everything you've done. I'm sorry.
So Frank is pretty much telling him that there is toxic waste, and of course Fletch, I knew it was coming, had to make the love canal joke. So now he's trying to get to the bottom of this, and he wants to know who is behind it all, and there's going to be a slight little surprise here. So I will show that clip in just a second.
My gun's made of rubber. How about yours? I see your point. Wouldn't do for your conservationist guests to hear about that load of toxic waste heading for my land at Belle Isle.
My land at Belle Isle, Fletch. After you die, who's going to prove that you did not sell your land to Everest?
You may have this town in your back pocket, Johnson,
There are a lot of people downstairs who are going to be very interested in the hows and whys of Amanda Ray's death. She knew about Bluebird. She started a file on you, and you found out about it.
That was my lucky night. The night I found the Bluebird file, the night you poked her. I figured it was like an alligator shoot on the freeway, if you lose.
It's not a metaphor, it's a simile to be precise.
Whatever.
So you poisoned Amanda, figuring I'd sell and get out if I was facing a murder charge. Well, I don't scare easy, I'm too dumb.
So it would seem.
Well, it's a nice crisp ham that is pretty much behind everything. So he was obviously he's the one that killed Amanda. It was I kind of thought that it was him from the beginning, but I didn't know for sure. So the nice little Hale Holbrook, who plays usually nice parts in movies, this time he plays a pretty evil old man. So the toxic waste was all him. He wanted his land. He wanted, and then he wanted to kill Fletch to get it. So good old Ham here is actually the evil villain. So now I will show the final clip. I'm not going to show you the end of the movie, but there's just one little final clip here with Ham and Fletch together. So I will show that in just a second.
You have to do.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Put my mama down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, how clumsy of me. Whoops. I'm sorry. I stepped right on her mustache.
Get away! Get away!
Sorry, I was just trying to help.
It's all right, Mama. It's all
You
right.
really should be more careful where you put your breakables, Ham.
I've been careful all my life. When she was sick, I was careful. And that goddamn Jimmy Lee's minister taking everything she had.
So this is the final clip here. So yes, I found this whole scene amusing. So yes, he looked at the picture of Ham's wonderful mother, and he called her the Bride of Frankenstein. And then he dropped the stupid picture on the floor, stomped on it, and ruined her mustache. It didn't really end there. If you want to see him, let's just say that that Fletch earned his way to pretty much escape. Yes. So there is obviously more to this, but I'm not going to spoil the ending. There are little more twists and turns here. I know it's a comedy, and yes, I was laughing at the one part with the ashes getting spread all over the place, but we're not going to go there because Chevy Chase got scolded for that one. So this is the end of the clips. Now I will go on with the review. And did I like this one better than the first one? I actually did, believe it or not. And you can shake your head as much as you want. You're not going to change my mind.
Okay, when the movie disappears out of your book, you will know.
Oh, jeez. This is one of my favorite comedies, especially from this era. I am definitely going to give this an A-. There is nothing that wasn't funny in this, even though someone will disagree with me. When the end of the Precious picture that got smashed, the part where the ashes went all over the place wasn't amusing. And so it wasn't somebody's favorite. I would like to know what she's going to give it.
There you go.
So there's going to be no comment, so we're going to go with that. She's going to give this movie no comment. So I do recommend seeing this. It is on Prime, but you have to pay $4 for it. So I'm just going to use my usual line. You might as well go on eBay and buy this for yourself. Because, yes, you can rent this for $4 on wonderful Amma ripoff Prime. And you're going to pay $4, and you might as well just pay the $5 on eBay and have it shipped to your house. Yes, it'll take a little bit of time, but you don't got to give those morons at Amazon any of your money, and you will actually get to keep it for yourself instead of renting it. So I know there's no capes and lasers, but the cast is well done. I know that Chevy Chase pretty much carries the whole movie, but the side characters are enough. I know there's no big names, but there's no overacting. Vince Vaughn isn't in this. Owen Wilson's not in this. Ben Stiller's not in it. Either is Will Ferrell. And whatever other clowns follow them. So because they're not in it, you know this is going to be enjoyable. So Fletch Lives is...
Why are you staring at the TV when it's not even on? The phone's will face you.
Because I'm not supposed to look directly into the camera. But but I'm looking at the TV because Chevy Chase is smiling at us. So, yes, like I said, this is a very amusing time. Definitely highly recommended. Is it a family movie? No. But when the kids are gone and if you don't have a loud relative, this is perfect. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe and please comment if you want.